Good afternoon, traders. It is Monday, May 15th, 2023, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had a pretty crappy day today. I'll get into more of that later. Anyway, the Dow ended up closing up um, 20 47 points, and we ended up first of all closing out all those lousy positions from Friday with about negative $15,000. I don't have the exact figure in front of me, but I will post that on the website. But then to add insult to injury, we got into about 15, um, not 15, 8 new positions today and close those out with negative $26,245. So that is a very crappy day. But as I explained on a post I made on StockTwits today, that in spite of this looks pretty horrible compared to the kind of trading we used to do, but this portfolio is extremely volatile, and I've tracked this for quite a long time. And on a good day with this portfolio, it's not unusual to see profits of $50,000 to $100,000, and we're going to see that. Okay, we just got to be patient. But what I am saying is that a $26,000 losing day isn't as serious as it sounds, given the volatility of the portfolio and the fact that volatility works both ways, and we will see good trades here. We're dealing with kind of sideways markets, and today reversing markets. We had about 3 really good breakouts. I mean, they started out great and then they went bad. I'll just show you one example here. Get this up here. Come on, don't freeze up on me. Okay. Yeah, we're looking at GDC, which is Genesis Land Development. And you can see here, this thing broke out, it really broke out big time today. And when it was up here, it was up like $12,000, maybe even $14,000 up there. And then the thing just totally reversed and went into the toilet and was down about $5,000 or $6,000 on the close. We're still holding that sucker. So we're looking at a swing there of $16,000, $17,000 just on that stock alone, and we had at least 3 of them that did that. They made good breakouts. We had good profits for a little while, and then they just reversed. And the reversal isn't being reflected in the Dow. Not that we expect that, but it's just we had problems today with our portfolio. Now let me go into that in just a little more detail, since I have you here, my captive audience. I started this, I think, on last Thursday, and I'm continuing. This is kind of a dry run for how things are going to work once I get going again with a bunch of customers. And for you old customers who happen to discover that I'm back online here, I am telling you I will be getting out a letter to you this weekend and explaining everything. So don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my old customers, and I haven't sold anything yet. So if you're clamoring to get Jordy Fusion, rest assured nobody has Jordy Fusion right now. Um, I have studied this very carefully. I assure you, I spent a lot of time on it. And tentatively, the way I'm going to do this is as follows. Now, I could change my mind here, but we have about a portfolio of about 50 stocks, and this weekend I looked at those stocks. I made a list of 10 that I wanted to drop, and then I made another list of 10 I would like to add. And I think what I'm going to do is do that rotation every week. So in effect, in a month, 40 stocks are being rotated in and out of the portfolio. I think that will keep this the things really dynamic. Doesn't mean we're not going to have losing days like today. We will have lots of losing days like today, but we'll have some big winners also, and the big winners should more than um, offset those losses. If you go to the bottom of the website and just download, I have May's the actions just in May. We made as much money in May as we did for over half of last year. So I really think this is a good approach, but this is the way I'm going to do it. Now, what I wanted to tell you is just how slippery this thing can get sometimes. I did this portfolio change this weekend, but I won't go into the details of this, but for me to get that portfolio to customers once a week, I'm not going to be able to get that portfolio out until Tuesday night. So customers will be basically getting the new portfolio and trading it on Wednesday. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to send out lists of uh, the old lists, the new stocks, the old stocks, and so on, because that involves a lot of messing around with your trade station. I'm just going to send you, excuse me, I'm just going to send you a copies of my workspaces. So you get new workspaces on Tuesday night. You load those into your trade station, and you're ready to go. You don't have to uh, mess around too much. It's just going to be pretty much a copy and paste operation. And that way, it's my plan that we will rotate um, these portfolios every week, and I think that'll set up a more dynamic process. But we are going to be dealing with a much more volatile portfolios, and we're going to see some pretty big equity swings sometimes, but hopefully we should be seeing much higher profits. But I know, well, since I'm telling stories, why not? Hey, I don't have, nobody has a clock on me. I've been doing, I've been trading for over 40 years, if you can believe that. I can hardly believe that. But one rule of thumb that has always seemed to stick with this is that whenever I try something new, it never goes well right at the beginning. It's just like inevitably, I try something new, I can expect initially losses. And this is just so typical that I started this thing starting last Thursday, and at least today it definitely just looks like everything's going in the toilet. This may be the worst idea that I've ever had in my life. No, I don't think so. I think this is just typical of the way things go when I start something new. I'm really not going to worry too much about it, and I hope you don't either. Anyway, um, nice to be back online. Glad to be doing those videos. I don't know if you've heard my bird back there, but she still gets excited about my talking about stocks. And I'll be back here every single trading day. I rest assured of that. And hopefully, I think things are going to get a whole lot better really soon. See you tomorrow.